What's going on, everyone? This is Dom and welcome to 2017, and today we're taking an updated look at the office space here, or the studio, or whatever you want to call it, the evolution of the space that we do all of our shooting and editing and everything like that in. And so some things have changed around here, and if you're new, well, stick around, you can see what this whole place is all about. But I will link below the previous office tours that we've done here in case you want to go check those out. But let's go ahead and get started. So right now we are in the back room of the space, and to the right of me we have the HP Omen X gaming desktop, and this thing is pretty beastly. As you can see, it's giant, but it does pack a lot of power for gaming, and I did a video on it, including this entire desk setup right here. If you want to check that out, links are in the description. But this is actually a kitchen countertop from Ikea, and it has this cool concrete finish to it. It looks pretty awesome, but more on that in the description below if you want to check that out. Moving along here, everything in this space is kind of designed to film. So I want freedom to just go wherever I want to in this space and just be able to shoot things, put products on tables, etc., things like that, and just have a nice look and feel. So that's kind of how everything is laid out in here. We do have a chair right here, a nice little chest, which you've seen in some videos before. But right here, this is probably one of my prized possessions. And if you're not familiar with The Walking Dead, well, this is Negan's bat, Lucille. And it's pretty awesome because this thing is real. Like, there's real barbed wire on here. It's a real baseball bat. It's pretty heavy. It's one of my favorite props that I have here, and it was designed by this really cool artist. I will try to link it below if I can find it. This thing is amazing. This TV is one of my favorite TVs of all time, at least at this point. This is a Samsung 4K curved TV. I believe it's 65 inches or 60 inches, one of the two. It's giant and it's 4K and it's awesome. I use it to consume YouTube and Netflix and things like that all the time. Below that, down here, we actually do have the PlayStation 4 Pro, which I have been playing a little bit of, and I'm actually getting ready to pop open this guy right here, Resident Evil Biohazard, which is pretty awesome, or it's said to be pretty awesome. I do also have the new PlayStation 4, or the new PlayStation Platinum headset, which is pretty exciting. I haven't had a chance to test it out yet, but if you want to see a video on this or see it featured in a video, be sure to drop a like on this one. We do have the Xbox One S, and I have my Apple TV right here as well. But moving along, two of these sliders right here, these are my two favorite sliders, right? So this is the Kessler second shooter system, and it's on two Manfrotto 190X tripod legs. And then right here, this is the Edelkrone or however you want to say it. This is the Slider Plus, and I have the action and target models on it. And what both of these do is allow for automated 3-axis motion, basically. So you can pan left, right, up, down, and side to side. And it's pretty awesome. We use it to do a lot of the filming in the office here, a lot of the B-roll shots where you see like the camera kind of revolving around something. That's from one of these guys right here. I used this too in the last video that I did, the Epic Tech Under 100. So be sure to check that out if you want to see some slider shots from this guy. It's pretty cool. This is, I have to say, probably one of the most beastly Bluetooth speakers that I own. This is, yes, it's a Bluetooth speaker, and it's made by Fluance, I believe is the name of the company. It's got a remote right here. But this thing is basically like a car stereo in a box. So inside of here we have 6 speakers. It is freaking ridiculously loud, and this grill just kind of snaps on there with magnets. Yeah, bitch! Magnets! Oh! Pretty awesome. I highly recommend that thing. It has great sound quality and it really thumps. Real quick before we move along, right here, this is just a bookshelf, whatever. I do have the Ghost Drone 2.0, which is pretty awesome. Not my favorite drone, but it's a cool drone. Down here, I actually just like reorganized this whole space, which I'm very excited about because that kind of organization helps out my life. I just kind of lined up all of the charging situations here. So all the camera batteries to charge, you know, a little station to charge like phones and tablets. Got a couch for chilling right here, obviously watching the TV and stuff like that. Now over here in this little wardrobe situation, not a whole lot of special stuff going on here. Kind of organized. I have like tripod heads in one section. Right here, anything that I would need. Ball heads galore, things like that. So kind of got all those in there. Got some VR headsets up here, some keyboards, kind of just where I store random stuff. Try to keep things a little organized in these spaces here as well. So open up the other side, and that's where all of the camera gear is, or well, most of it anyway. The main camera that we tend to use around here is still the Sony FS7. This thing is a boss. It does 4K 60. It's pretty cool. But I actually, lately, for some reason, I've been preferring this camera a lot, which is the A7RII. That's the one that we're filming on right now. And I also have the A6300. This is an awesome 4K camera. If you're looking to get started in 4K, this mirrorless camera right here is pretty boss, and we pair it with some lenses. Now, a few of my favorite lenses here, well, I have this Rokinon 12mm lens, which is pretty boss, and then also the Canon 24-70 Mark II, as well as the Sigma 18-35. These are probably my two favorite lenses on the planet, without a doubt. I use them all the time, literally. Every single video at least has a shot from both of those lenses in it. And then over in the corner here, there are some lights that we use. So for like lighting up the space and knocking out the shadows and things like that, I have these giant LED panels. These are Genaray LED panels. They get very bright and they're very helpful. And in the corner here, this is the iFootage Shark slider. And this is actually a manual slider. They do sell a motor kit for it, but sometimes you just want that manual slide action, and it's actually extremely smooth and light. I'm a big fan of this slider. Don't use it quite as much as the other ones, but when you need that manual motion, this is definitely my go-to here. And my favorite tripod on the planet is definitely this guy. So I have two of these connected to the Kessler stealth system over there. This is the Manfrotto 190X, and the reason why it's so cool, first of all, it's lightweight, it's very versatile. I have this MVH 500 AH head on top of it for smooth panning motion, and this little guy comes out and you can get a full 90-degree angle out of this, which is extremely helpful. So definitely one of my favorite tripods here. I love this Darth Vader sign, this LED sign. It is really cool. And then we do have my flash canvas, which I hung up after literally like a year of it sitting on the floor. I hung up. And then there's Gibson SG and the EVH 5153, both of which are an awesome combo. And if you want to see more videos on that kind of stuff, leave a like on the video. But let's move forward here to the front space. Printer, nothing special here. Coat rack, nothing special there. Over here, this is kind of like the kitchen area, I guess. This is the Pancake Bot. Yes, I said Pancake Bot. So picture this. It's like a 3D printer for pancakes. That is this, yes, this is a thing. You put pancake batter in there, you load up designs on the SD card on the front, and you select one and press start, and it literally prints out a pancake in basically any design that you want. So it's pretty cool. We're doing a video on this. It's not going on the channel, but I will be sure to drop a link to it on Twitter and things like that. So go ahead and follow me on my social networks, links below. Nice little table, just something to sit at, you know, chill, eat lunch, things like that, nothing special. This is one of my favorite lights. And if you've noticed around here, I have a lot of lighting things, but this one is like so unique. I've never seen anything like it, like a science beaker type of thing. I don't know, it's my Breaking Bad light, I guess, if you want to call it that. But a couple other guitars right here, as you can see. And then we have one of the desks in the front room. Now I did an entire desk setup tour on this guy right here, so I will link it below for you if you want. But a couple of cool benefits to here is this is a sit stand desk, so it can move up and down by just pressing the button on the side. This is where I dock my MacBook at, because I'm using this LG 38-inch ultra-wide monitor. I have a USB-C cable right here. I plug that one USB-C cable in, it'll charge the MacBook and give me this larger display. So I do a lot of editing on the MacBook in Final Cut Pro on this little setup right here. Over in the corner, kind of just some mood lighting things, I guess. I don't know. I got some drawers here, got a bunch of Dbrand skins. Shout out to them. Go check them out if you need a skin for your smartphone. They got a ton of them. Iron Man helmet. This thing is cool because it actually like makes noise when you open it up and close it and stuff like that. Got a Captain America shield up there because who wouldn't want one of those? And over in the corner, this is like box city basically. So everything that comes through the office, or I pick up for a video, things like that. Kind of all ends up here for the most part. I did just get this in though, the new NVIDIA Shield, and be sure to drop a like or let me know in the comments if you want to see a video on this updated Shield. It's actually very tiny compared to the first generation model. And right here is my favorite drone ever. This is the DJI Mavic Pro. It fits nicely in this little bag, and that is part of the reason why it's my favorite drone ever, because it could basically fit inside of your pocket, as small as this thing is, and it gets some amazing footage, a lot of which you can see in a video that I had put up maybe a week or two ago. Link below in the description for you. But again, just a bunch of boxes here. This is actually, if you're wondering why I have a bike in here, this is not just a regular bike, it is a smart bike from Ikea. And if you haven't heard of them, they're pretty cool. They do a lot of stuff in the smartphone and tablet space, but they made a bike and it's a smart bike and there's some features to it. Let me know if you want to see a video on that. I actually started one, but we haven't finished shooting it yet. Finally, we have this main desk setup, and a lot of you have seen this in previous setup videos before because this is like the workhorse. This is the desk setup that is powered by Black Ice, which is the custom PC that I built not too long ago. Actually, it's been a year now. Whoa, okay. Well, anyway, this is like the main Adobe Premiere editing setup. So when Anthony, my brother, is editing stuff or I'm messing around in Premiere, this is where we're sitting. But I do love this PC and I do love Adobe Premiere, and when we're using that, this is the setup that it's happening on. Again, we have dual ultra-wide monitors here. You can see this entire setup in the full desk tour, which is linked below for you. I did put these up not too long ago, which are the Aurora Nano Leafs, and they're actually controlled by your phone with Apple HomeKit, and there's a dedicated app and you can get some cool patterns and stuff going on. It's kind of hard to see with the lighting in here right now, but they are pretty awesome, and I'm sure you've seen them before in other videos. But that about wraps it up for the whole tour. I mean, there's really not much else to see here. If I want to point out a couple of little things, I have like all these little Funko Pops, which I've kind of become obsessed with having because they add cool vibes to videos. Like if I put a product on a desk, it's just a product on a desk. But if I put a product on a desk and put Firestorm next to it, it's a totally different situation. So that's why I like these. It changes up the scenery a little bit. But yeah, again, that pretty much wraps it up. I don't know, let me know what you think about The Office in the comments below. And be sure to check out all the videos linked about all the various things I showed off, because there are many videos to go see. So thank you so much for watching, everybody. Be sure to subscribe if you're not already, and hit that little notification button so you can be the first to be notified when a new video like this drops. So thank you so much for watching, everybody. This is Dom, and I'll catch you in the next video.